Hello there and welcome to Vlogmas, day 19. And I have just lit my advent candle. As you can see, day 19 is all the way down there. So I think I'm going to have to light that every single day this week. Yeah? There's number 19. Here we are, day 19. It's soft today. Shall we see what's in it? Can we work out what that is? Have a look. Out it comes. Oh, craft for all occasions. Now, oh, I wonder what's going to be in the rest of this advent calendar. If I've got those in, they've got they're like covered in twine with sticky things on the back. Again, it's from this range called Trimmets. I have seen Trimmets in the shops. So I'm going to pop this inside my pink door box because I know for a fact that in my pink door box I've got other bits and pieces and it's a good collecting place. 19, rattling. Shall we have a little look? I love the way everybody does their calendars differently. What have we got in here? Oh, it's got pink hemline again. Right. Bulky seam aid. Oh, these are really useful. If you've got a bulky seam, you can put them through your feet, through your foot in the sewing machine, and it can actually help lift the machine foot to allow it to move over. My machine did actually come with one. I've got a set of 3 that came with my machine. It's apparently something very small, but this is from the lovely Lynn, Lines Made with Love. I'll pop it here if not in the back. Lines Made with Love is Tamlin's mum. And Tamlin's mum fell in love with one of my Atelier brunette bags. And I said to her, oh, I've got loads at home. I keep getting them. And so I sent her one when I was in Oregon. So let's have a look and see what's in here. It's beautifully wrapped. It's in. I love this, wrapping using a piece of fabric. Oh, Lynn, it's beautiful. Oh, look at this. Oh, hold on a minute. Oh, Lynn, I love it. It's absolutely gorgeous. The pink cushions. Aren't they just the most beautiful little gift? Well, Lynn, this is going on my sewing machine because I think it's a little pin cushion I can put over the top of my sewing machine. And I've got just the place for it. So if you bear with me, let's do it now. So Lynn, my machine has got this lovely tower at the end here. Now, I don't use all of... You only use one of these spool holders at once. Alright, so I could pop it here, but I don't like that going over. I don't like this thing up. But I am using the first of the spool holders, but I do not use the second one. And I could go like that. Is that not just the most adorable reminder of a fantastic trip to Sewtoon yesterday? I absolutely love it. Thank you so much. So, jobs for today, with the phone going off in the background. Ooh, don't want me that close, do you? I've got some emails to send. I've got a payment to make to the council because I've not paid my council tax yet. I would like to, once I've done the emails and things, I need to have my breakfast. I've got the dentist. I've got the dentist twice this week. The vet, I have to take Maggie to the vet for a routine checkup for epilepsy. And that's 5:15. In the middle of that, I'm going to run. But I'm going to run in the middle of the day. Because running in the middle of the day, my body seems to have warmed up, my chest has warmed up, and I seem to be running more efficiently. So I'm going to try that today. The weather is wet and miserable, so I haven't done anything with my hair because I know for a fact I've got to go backwards and forwards to the bin. And I want to put up my new little tree. So I'm going to have my breakfast, charge up the Dyson, and I'll catch up with you later on today. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Vlogmas day 20. So let's have a little look inside a pink door box. I'm wondering what this might be. I've got no idea. Ooh, look at this. Patches. And they are summer-based patches. How glorious are those? And let's have a little look in the backstitch one now. This one feels a bit thread-like. So I'm wondering if it's going to be more glittery thread. Bearing in mind that yesterday in backstitch we had... Yes, now this is the beautiful mixed thread. This is where it's sort of a poly cotton thread. Now I like those. So yesterday what I ended up doing was my little tree. And this is my £5 tree. It's got decorations that are gold and red on it that I had sort of lying around in the Christmas box. David was a multicoloured person. Now this, I can't remember what this is called, but I got that in South Carolina. So let me just go into my living room. And there's my tree. So my tree in my living room is really white silvers, pinks, pale greens. And then in the middle here we have this special decoration. I'm going to show you this very special decoration which just has a light. And this is for research into mitochondrial disease. And on it, it says Emma. And Emma was the missing bridesmaid from Tristan and Rachel's wedding. She was a really close friend of Rachel's, and sadly she passed away from mitochondrial disease. And if anybody watches Coronation Street, they will remember that a big feature was done on mitochondrial diseases. One of the characters lost their son to it. It is a killer. It's a very, I don't think it's a particularly common known killer, but it's very dear to Tristan and Rachel. And I bought this to help raise money for more research into mitochondrial disease. The only other thing I can show you on here that's new, look at this. I bought that in Lincoln City with L'Oreal. And also, up here, I also bought in Lincoln City. That's one of my passions, and my other passion that you won't know much about. I'm going to say, name the instrument. There you go. Name the instrument. Tristan, Hannah, you are exempt. You're not allowed to do it. There you go. What is it? But that's the instrument I play. And then over here on the sofa this morning, I have put out that lovely 12 Days of Christmas quilt. And it looks to me as if somebody rather loves it. Are you giving me the eye? She's not happy with me. She went to the vet yesterday. And the vet said worming tablets. She said worming tablets this morning. And her Epifen tablet. You're going to rattle today, Maggie. All those tablets you've had to have. Now, I managed to run yesterday, and I'm still in running gear today. It's very lazy, but in the run-up to Christmas, I try and keep the washing and the jobs to an absolute minimum. I'm really sorry, I'm so bunged up this morning from this bug. But I'm really pleased with myself because yesterday I did manage to do my run. So I went straight in and I decided I was going to go back and then come forward. And I thought, actually, you know, I'm doing really well here. It was a beautiful day. So I actually went for it. And did the full week 8 run 2, which was walk 5, run 28, walk 5. So I'm really pleased with that. I know the idea from Couch to 5K is to be able to run 5K in 30 minutes. I'm not going to be able to do that. That I do know. But to be able to run for longer periods is what I need to be able to do. And that's what I struggled with my breathing. But my breathing was fine yesterday, and I ran for 4 kilometres, which was brilliant. Really, really, really brilliant. And seeing as I've not run for a few days, I'm really quite pleased with that. So now today I'm going to crack on with putting together the tree skirt. I am going to work this afternoon, and I keep looking like this, but I am waiting for a delivery. I'm waiting for an oil delivery. I have sent a text to my neighbours and said, I'm really sorry, but I've got oil coming today, which means that the oil tanker will block. Now, I've been putting together my tree skirt, and as I've come to double check it, I'm getting instances like this. Can you see? Now that line there has got to line up with this line here. And I'm a real fusspot. So let me show you what I'm doing to solve the problem. Then I will have to turn the camera off because I cannot record. So I've got it on 2 actually. It's on this one as well. So what I'm going to do, what I've been doing is literally undoing it at the end and then going back. What's happening is, as they lay together, you're meant to have, let me see if I can show you, the 2, one on top of the other, but sometimes the little gaps are wider, they're not totally accurate. And that is in the digitization of the design. So I'm having to go back and just literally fiddle and then slowly sort of work the 2 seams in together so that when they come through, they look like that. So further back round, they need to look like that. You hear that noise outside? I've got oil. So this is how my heating oil comes. This is for anybody that doesn't know what happens. Basically, I have a tank here. I've had to have it retrofitted. So I have a tank there and I have a boiler there. Which is quite funny actually, because when my dad went down with dementia, it was like, what's that green box for? What's that green tank for? And he'd had oil for years. So I now have to unlock the gate and the oil man will come. Good morning and welcome to Vlogmas Day 21. Now I'm going to keep the bit of Day 21 quite short because I'd like to try and get this thing uploaded this afternoon. Now then, calendars. Where is my pink door box? It is here, isn't it? It's a really sunny day. Can you see all the sunlight coming through here? It's just absolutely gorgeous. It's my run day today and I'm thinking I might try and go a little bit earlier today. But I've got a big sewing day. I'm actually shelving the tree skirt because matching all the seams and everything has really started to play on my eyes. So I thought what I'll do is I'm going to make my Christmas presents today. Oh, look at this. It is a sewing gauge. Do you know, I'm going to be very honest here. I have never used one of those. Never, ever, ever used one. But I think I'll find a use for it. I'm pretty certain I will. I'm pretty certain I will. Thank you, Andrea. Lovely present. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Sometimes getting these things unexpectedly really makes you think. And I reckon, give me a few months, and I'll probably be using it all the time. Now this is soft, and I'm beginning to wonder if this is going to match in with the things from the other 2 days. I really enjoyed my advent calendars. I hope you've enjoyed seeing me open them. Aha! I've got a pom-pom gingerbread man kit. You know, I might actually make that tonight and put it on my little Christmas tree in the hall. That would be absolutely lovely. Absolutely lovely to make that this evening. Thank you, Backstitch. Now, I am sat here with... I'm sat here with fabric over my shoulder. And what am I going to do? Well, I have been trying to get some advice from the sun, which is not working. So I have rung Rachel's really good friend, Beth. And Beth has come out with, and she's really helped me. Now, I wanted to make something for Rachel for Christmas. And I've got this beautiful, this is a CUX6 fabric, which I bought from a company, I can't remember the company I bought it from, but it was probably during the pandemic, and it is called Cherry Blossom. And it is part of the, read the sides, CUX6 Playtime Cherry Bottom. Isn't it beautiful? I'm sorry I've got so much sun in my house, there you go. And I have the matching ribbing. And I was going to make her a page hoodie, but when I was on the phone to Beth, I just said, what do you think of this? The one with balloon sleeves. Oh my gosh, the sun. And then I showed her a picture of me wearing my sweater dress and she went, perfect. So there is enough because my daughter's quite petite. Daughter-in-law is quite petite. So there you go, Rachel. You're having that. Hannah, bless her, cotton socks, wants an Isla. So I thought I might give it a little bit of an upgrade and I thought I might, no, I don't know. She just likes her Isla that I made her a while ago. So I thought I would use this beautiful fabric from Beyond the Pink Door because Hannah's colouring, she's got red hair at the moment. Let's put a picture of Hannah and Michael when they were in New York here. And you can see, does it not? That would work really well with Hannah's red hair. That's my phone going off. Oh, I think I need to go and take that. Hold on a second. So the plans for today's are an Isla top, a Billy jumper, both patterns all done, don't need to do a thing. And then I'm going to trace out my orchid and have a jolly good go at cracking on with that. Now, the fabric I've got for the orchid dress is this one. Let me just try and catch it in the light correctly. There you go. It's actually quite nice having a little bit of light from the side, isn't it? This is from Andrea at Beyond the Pink Door. I saw it on a live and sort of fell in love with it. It's absolutely gorgeous. And the orchid dress is this one here. And I'd like to do the one with the balloon sleeves. A bit conscious of my sleeves. I will catch you. I'm actually going to put the camera on as I am tracing. And cutting out. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to catch up on some Vlogmases. And today, I'm going to start with Adele from Sofa Serenity. Well, what a day. Let me tell you what's been happening. Well, first of all, I got loads cut out. So let me just insert. No, you're not having that. Sorry, that's Maggie going for my cheese. Let me insert some pictures of cutting out. What was I cutting out? Well, I've cut out something for Hannah. And it's all finished. Then I found this gorgeous soft fabric and I thought, ooh, that would make a lovely top for Michael's mum. And then I thought, oh, but I want the top as well. So I ordered some more fabric. Thank you first for fabrics. You are superstars. You still got it in stock. It's finished, and that is not all in the world of sewing. I never got out to go running because halfway through the day, Hannah's godfather rang and said, I need to come over. So he came over. Now, Hannah's godfather was David's best friend at school. And Michael just is forever there for the kids and for me. He's just so brilliant. So he came over to see me today. He has retired and he has a new toy. He has a 2CV, a de chevaux. So he came over with the car. Most people get sports cars and Michael gets a vintage 2CV. Very good. David would love it. And then I had a visitor. Kath came from the sewing day when I had my sewing day in Escrick. And I have invited everybody that did the project on my sewing day to come back this week and to finish their projects. 3 of the ladies have come back to me. So there's another one tomorrow and another one on Friday. Though I think tomorrow I might have double booked myself. So I'll have to sort of undo that one carefully. So let me just put in some pictures of Kath and I talking at the end. We got it through now. Yeah. There you go. See, it wasn't that bad after all, was it?
Yes, but mine's... Oh, I see.
Yeah.
It goes different distances anyway.
It does, doesn't it? It depends on it. But it's good to try.
Yes.
So what you've done is you've actually had a go at so many different techniques in one little piece of work.
Yes, absolutely.
You're pleased with it?
Yes, I am. It's lovely.
I think the quilting bit you've done down the middle is brilliant. If you turn it over and have a look at the back, can you see how even those squares are?
Yes.
And that's because we used that guide.
Yes, definitely.
The scissors are just there if you want to snip a bit off. So this is the first of the sewing day projects finished. We've done the binding this evening. So we're finishing them off on a 1-to-1, which is much... It's actually quite good to do this way, actually. There you go. Hold it up for me once more. Other way round. Let me see the other side. I think it's great.
Yes, I'm pleased with that.
It's really, really lovely.
With the doves.
Yeah. They should glow in the dark, actually. I'm so proud of her. She did so well and we really did push it. And I didn't want to give them a really sort of simple project. I wanted to give them something worthy of their experience and their age and their world experiences. I wanted to treat them like, not like little kids when it came to sewing. I wanted to do something with a bit of bite to it. So I really sort of pushed the goalposts a little bit. And whilst they were able to do loads at the sewing day, that finishing off, they needed a bit of 1-to-1. And I said to them, don't worry about not finishing it. You're all going to come to me and do it 1-to-1. And that's what they're doing. So now I am going to say I need some dinner, because up here on my sewing cutting out table, you will see my orchid fabric and my orchid pattern envelope, because I am ready to start cutting out my orchid. I've done my measurements and it's a bit of a trickier make, but if I can get that done tomorrow, that gives me Friday to play at tree skirts. And the tree skirt is taking longer than I thought, and it's because having put so much work into it, I want to make certain that I've got everything as perfect as I can. So I have pinned it all together. So here you go. So you can see here, it's all pinned together. And what I need to do now is to sew these bits here all together. The bits at this end here are sewn, ironed, and the seams have been clapped down with a seam clapper. But here they all need joining together. Now, as it is at the moment, it could go under the tree. So I am bearing that in mind when I am finishing it, but rest assured, this is being finished this year because I have got bits for it all over the kitchen. But what I thought was, make your presents, Judi, get them done. Make your dress, get it done. Tomorrow I'm a bit here and there, but if I can get the dress done this evening and tomorrow, I'll feel much better and I can then play at tree skirts. As I say goodbye for today, I would like to say thank you to everybody who has taken the time to watch my videos over Vlogmas. You taking the time to watch my videos means the world to me. You won't believe what it means, but it gives me a really good warm feeling inside. And for those that have taken the time to like and to comment, thank you so much as well. I do read the comments. I sometimes forget to press that like button, but I'm trying to get better at it. I really am. If you'd like to subscribe, please do click that button and subscribe and come along on my journey with me. And finally, before I go, I'd like to say thank you ever so much for Julie and to Marilyn for the lovely gifts of a coffee. I will enjoy those. But as I've said before, I'm putting I put the donations from coffee towards the content in my channel. And I do have a project coming up in the new year, which that is going towards. So for now, thank you ever so much. And I will see you. I'm going to try and record and upload tomorrow, which is day 20.